Let's say you have a study where you have used stimuli. So you may have some ad concepts being shown to participants as images or PowerPoint slides or videos and audios. And you want to analyze participants' feedback against those concepts. What did they like about one versus the other, or how did they compare them? What were their views before seeing the concept versus what were their views after seeing the concept? DoReveal can help with that kind of analysis. For it to do so, there are a few different things that need to be in place. Now, foundationally, DoReveal analyzes transcripts. It does not look at what's being shown to the participants on the screen and analyze that, but it looks at what was being discussed, what was the spoken word, and that's what is analyzed. So as a result, it's important to call out those concepts when you're testing them in the interview process. As a moderator, you might then say, I'm going to show you concept A, and then ask for their feedback on that. Or it doesn't just have to be concept A, it could be about a message that you have. So any kind of label, any kind of unique label that you have around that concept, it's useful to include that in the interview conversation. If the interview conversation is more complex, where you're bouncing from different concepts and talking about a lot of them, then it's also good to clarify as you go along as a moderator, just to make sure that it gets captured in the transcript. Now, when you upload the transcripts into DoReveal, you can inform it that these are the concepts that I'm going to be using. So to show you an example, here I have a study about usability test. Let's first look at the study setup. I'm going to go and do edit study here. And this study naturally was a usability test done. It was done on Zipcar's homepage. And there were different pages that were being shown to the participants as stimuli. So Zipcar's homepage was being talked about. There was a how it works page. And these are the terms that were being used as that usability test progressed. So in my study setup, I have given a label for all of the pages that were being tested. And again, these could be concept A, concept B. These could be any term that has been used in your interview, as long as it is uniquely identifiable. Just simply list that down here. This has to be done before you upload the interviews, because we use this information as we prepare the data for interviews. Once these are in place, now as I upload the interviews, let's go into one of the interviews uploaded here for usability test. We start to prepare this data, and you can actually see that if you go to the conversations tab, and if I was to just search for word stimuli, you will see that different parts of the conversations have automatically been tagged with the stimuli that I mentioned in that study setup box. So at this point of the conversation, there's conversation related to rates and plan page, extra value plan panel, and so on. Over here, we can see extra value plans panel was being discussed. So essentially, DoReveal, as it looks at the transcript, it starts to keep an eye on when a particular concept or multiple concepts are being discussed, and it will automatically tag them here. Now this information is available for you to be able to ask questions. So if I go to the chat here, and if I go here as an example, now I'm asking a question where I'm saying, how did the participant feel about rates and plan page versus Zipcar's homepage? So those were the two concepts or two stimuli that was being shown to the participant. And it has come back with the analysis. Participant reacted negatively to both the pages for different reasons. And if I was to click on the link for the verbatim quotes, I can see that at 11-minute mark, there was conversation about it. And if I go to the conversations and go to the 11-minute mark here, you will see that stimuli, rates, and plan page, which is what we gave as one of them, was being discussed. So all of this automatically comes together if the interview recording has concepts clearly identified and spoken, if that is then included in the study setup, and then you're able to just ask natural questions against those concept names.